It's been 12 days. 12. And this game, this studio, and this parent company continue to make the news. But not in a good way.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
With The Last of Us 2 out in the world now for almost 2 full weeks, we are starting to see the cracks in the foundation of this game, and they're being exposed. But not just the game. Naughty Dog and Sony have been at it again, in a very different way this time. In fact, they're contacting games urinalists that didn't give the game the resounding love that they expected. What's odder still is one of the shilliest sites out there actually reported on this contact. Polygon got wind of a rather strange communication sent to another game urinalist at Vice about that commentator's review. Sony had apparently reached out on behalf of Naughty Dog. Quoting from the article, "They felt some of the conclusions I reached in my review were unfair and dismissed some meaningful changes or improvements," Zach Nee told Polygon over Twitter messages. Of course, Zach Nee, or Zancy, or whatever it is, went on to state that the communication wasn't confrontational, but odd. Usually, creators only contact outlets when they want something fact-checked or corrected. I guess that makes sense. But from the outside, this type of behavior from a company the size of Sony seems like an effort to intimidate. Think about it. This company falsely struck channels on YouTube directly and through intermediaries. They also issued DMCA takedowns on Twitter over memes that were also false. Of course, they played the victim all along and called names. And this culminated in a very shady marketing trailer before the game's release that misled fans about Joel's involvement in the game. So, I ask you, with that kind of track record, why would a company reach out? But here's the most disturbing part of this article, as it only further casts doubt on the relationship between gaming urinalists and games publishers. From the article, perhaps the defensiveness was unavoidable. When Naughty Dog's leak first surfaced, plenty of game makers went on social media to express their disappointment that gaming outlets had reported on it at all. Rather than seeing such reportage as part of the job, it's news when one of the biggest games of the year has a huge leak months before release. News writers were positioned as betrayers who weren't on the side of developers. Now that the game is actually out, that tension between the people involved with the game and members of the press has only become more noticeable. Good! As journalists, you're not supposed to be on anyone's side. You are supposed to research and report on the facts of a story. Your opinions and suppositions should not cloud that reporting. There were leaks. That was a story. The leaks were correct. That's another story. The game developer attacks fans. That's a story. The game developer made false copyright strikes and DMCA takedowns on YouTube and Twitter. That is a huge story. Neil Druckmann claims death threats of himself and employees. Where's the receipts? That's a story. Were there police reports? That could be part of that story. Is the FBI involved? How is this not a story? Where are they? Where are the stories that are covering any and all of those issues that are involved in the gaming world? Well, they're nowhere on any of these platforms except by independent creators on YouTube. So at the end of the day, we can no longer rely on mainstream media. While There may still be a few folks that actually pursue journalism and stick to their principles and ethics. They are not the voices we get to hear regularly. So I'll keep looking to independent sources for my information. I will keep doing my own research, and I will keep reporting and commentating on what I find. Thank you for spending a few moments here today with me. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to support other independent creators out there on YouTube, because they should get your support, as they're probably the only independent sources you're going to find right now. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, and until next time, bye. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.